It's been almost a decade since the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids suffered a major loss when a pair of Dorothy's ruby red slippers from the Wizard of Oz were stolen. And as our Mary Keeler tells us, the investigation is active and there's now $1 million at stake.
The Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and of course Dorothy and her dog Toto lit up the screen in the classic film The Wizard of Oz. But there's another piece of the movie that's been taking the spotlight.
10 years ago, the ruby red slippers that were worn during the Wizard of Oz were stolen from a museum just on the south end of our town. They were stolen in the middle of the night. An intensive investigation took place, and frankly, we don't know where the slippers are at.
After nearly a decade, the museum dedicated to Garland and her work in Grand Rapids was approached by an anonymous source.
An individual from Arizona called us, and at first we thought they were interested in purchasing the carriage from the movie, but he was very interested in the ruby slippers and surprised us by offering a reward for $1 million.
The museum has been working with the local police so that when and if they're returned, they can be sure they're real.
To make sure they're authentic, we would call in a noted collector to take a look at them. There are certain characteristics of these slippers that were used that someone that's very knowledgeable would know about.
Now, these slippers are just a replica, but some people got to see the real thing before they were stolen.
We took pictures with the shoes that were stolen, and such a sad thing to have them gone because they were so special to this museum and to the world.
Now, as the reward has been set with the anonymous donor and museum, all they hope for now is for the shoes to find their way back home.
Every wish upon a star. You want to go home? Tap your heels.
In Grand Rapids, Mary Keeler, Lakeland News.
When and or if the slippers are brought back, the anonymous person says they will give the $1 million reward to help keep the museum going for years to come.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.